and also play for some good, nice money, you know.
And the hookers.
Guys, we're finally out of the office. You could even call we're finally camping, but not really, right? We're in a local casino. There's a poker festival going on. Trying to squeeze through this place. So many players, and it's completely different than my usual days playing online poker. This is exactly what I want to talk about today, the differences between online poker and live poker. So might as well jump into action. What's going on, bro?
Bag for the 6,400?
In back.
No. What about you?
69. I don't know, 59.
Just leave me hanging here. No, it's good, man. Just leave me hanging here.
Alright, we got some legends there over there in the back, but we just ended up finishing the day one main event. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, man.
Welcome back to Estonia.
Thank you very much, man.
So,
how did you get on?
Yeah, really good actually. We just finished the day one, but yeah, I ended up having 60k, started off with 30, so really nice. How much did you have in then?
I bagged 46 or whatever.
46?
Feels like it should have been about 2 million though. The level of my table was only fun players, and they were all crazy as fuck.
Poker isn't dead, people. Confirmed.
Hell no.
Especially live poker.
Yeah, you actually just came back from Czech Republic, yeah?
I did.
So you have all the information.
I do. Did you see the final table of the Colossus?
I actually didn't. I did not.
The biggest live cash, six-handed, was $3,000.
And it was like 200 plus
200,000 up top, man. Right? Four-handed, the combined cashes of all three players was like 22k between all three of them, and they'd already locked up 95k. I was just like, what is going on, man?
Shake your hands, shake your hands.
Live poker is not dead, I'm telling you.
I want to jump into the other side event. There's a 300 freeze out. Rauno is already playing, Tõnis is there as well. And Espen is gonna go home, but he doesn't have a key, so I'm gonna try to get him a key.
I wanted to buy a piece
So glad you joined us, and let's continue the day 2 later. So let's start it off with the differences and the information we have in live games and online games. So we both have a long background in online poker.
True.
And for both of us, live poker is somewhat new. You said it before, you played poker for many years online.
Yeah, like I guess seriously for past 4 years, but totally almost like 10 years.
Yeah, that's a lot of information, a lot of work has been put into the games. But live poker, how long have you played live poker now?
Man, not much at all. I mean, it's like my 30th or something tournament, and well, compared to my online playing, where I play like 500 to 1,000 tournaments a month, it's nothing, you know. It's like one day session. But yeah, here we are playing live tournaments.
So the differences between live and online are massive. Like, let's start off from the information we can gain. Online poker, only we have is HUD. We can see how much, on some sites, let's say Unibet actually doesn't have HUDs to protect other players, but other sites, they have what is called heads-up display.
Heads-up display, yep, that collects information on your opponents whenever they are at your table.
So you can kind of know how they play, how often they raise pre-flop, how much they see bet, stuff like that. And what else we have? We have timing dials. So pretty much how quick people act. So does he bet really quick? Does he think about his action and then makes the bet?
And that's about it.
That's about it for online. But live poker, what else we have here?
Well, I can share a hand that I played today. At that hand, I had some information that I would never have online, and based on that, I made a decision that was fortunately a correct one. So Here we go.
Yeah, let's get into it. Tell me.
So we open 1000 at the button with ace-10 offsuit with a big blind of 400.
So we're playing 200, 400 with a big blind ante, and I actually love the big blind ante because for live games it makes it so much faster. I don't care if it's button ante or big blind ante, but if it's one of those, it's so much better than the usual.
I was playing a satellite and without the button or the big blind ante, and
So
like
much so.
half the time went on the dealer remembering players to put in the ante, collecting the ante, giving back to players for the ante.
So as we as players, we're all for the button and big blind ante.
For sure, for sure.
But let's get into that. You raised the ace-10 off on the button to 1000.
Yep.
What happens next?
We raised to 1000 and we have a Norwegian gentleman on the big blind who makes it to 2000.
Standard? Not really?
Not really. Yeah, so, well, we have a pretty good price. We call, the flop comes, choose for ace.
Choose for ace.
With 2 diamonds. The gentleman snap c-bets 2000.
As you heard, snap, so he did it really quickly, instantly.
Yeah, pretty much. So, well, we have an ace and there's a flush draw on the board. Really no-brainer call on the flop. So we call. Turn is another ace. Gentleman snap bets 4000.
Quick actions.
Yep. We have made trips now on a board where there's a flush draw.
That is true.
And it's not that big of a bet. It's
Was the ace of diamonds out there or no ace of diamonds? That's a big question as well. It really matters for free betting ranges. For most people, I don't think most people anyway free bet ace-x suited from the big blind, more from the small blind.
And do they make it like with that size? Like when you three bet your ace-x suited, you want to see some folds, right?
Yeah. You make it bigger.
So I don't think anyone's gonna fold when you just make it like exactly the same size that was originally made. So we end up calling the turn.
So we call that 4000?
Yeah, and the river comes and king of hearts that does not complete the diamond flush draw. The gentleman takes a little less than 10 seconds to think and goes all in for about 18,000. So we are in a pretty tricky situation where we have like trips of aces, but like who the hell goes all in so quickly with like hand that we can beat, right?
Yeah, it's hard to see him having a value hand that we can beat, right? Like he's not value betting a worse hand.
Seems really unlikely, right?
Really
and we could still have like ace queen, ace jack. He seems like not really bothered about it at all. At least for the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, tell us what happened.
Yeah, so he's like really jolly, drinking his beer. Everything seems super fine. But after 2 minutes, you know, it's my second bullet. I'm in serious business. I'm there just staring that guy down. After 2 minutes, he gets completely calm. He just sits there, says nothing, does nothing, and I'm like, well, why do you look worried now? Are you afraid that I'm gonna call? And well, we are kind of at the top of our range anyway. Like we only have better aces, ace queen, ace jack, because we're gonna 4-bet ace king. That's pretty much it. And I end up calling.
Only because of the live reasoning, information you saw with your eyes.
Yeah,
the way
exactly.
He acted.
The information that I would never have gotten online. Because you have no idea what the other guy is doing behind the screen. Like maybe he's, I don't know, cooking some food, playing with his children, maybe watching some porn. You never know.
Shit.
So
you made the call?
I made the call. He turns over pocket jacks.
What?
No clue what was going on
I feel
there.
like first two levels, first two streets on flop, it can be a range bet. He goes for semi-protection, hopes to fold out some hands, maybe king queen, stuff like that.
I would have had some worse hands that I would call there against those sizes. That's true. On the river, the other hand.
On the river, it seems he's telling a different story. Like he must be sure that he's never getting called by a worse hand. So when he's trying to look really, as we say, trying to look really comfortable, he's trying to tell a story that he has a really strong hand, like ace king, maybe ace queen, which most people wouldn't free bet this size anyway.
Yeah, and well, really good player friend of mine told that, you know what, if he really had that ace king or aces or kings, would he go all in so quickly anyway? Like,
Would he act more, yeah?
Yeah, would like it, yeah, at least, or just think about, well, what hands does my opponent have if I have such a strong holding myself? Like, there's not that many aces left. No kings, I don't have kings in my range, I'm gonna 4-bet those pre-flop anyway, so yeah, it's gonna get down to real thin ice to
Anyway, guys, this was the first part, and this is not only it. We're gonna play some table football here, and then we're gonna continue this story because there's so much to talk about. All right, table football. We had so much fun playing with Tõnis. Don't tell everyone, but I fucking crushed him. Let's continue with this conversation. So, the surroundings. Live poker, online poker. When I play online poker, I usually do it from my home environment. I know exactly what is going on. I have my 8 tables in front of me, I'm clicking away. I know Espen is playing over there. I know it's, most of the time it's really quiet, unless he's screaming, then I can hear the noise. Then I have to put on my Bose headphones to cancel him out. I have my food ready, everything's in my control, and there's usually no surprises. There's not suddenly someone's gonna come in and go like, hey, I wanna go out and stuff like, no, nothing like that happens. But when we play live poker, it's a different world. We enter a tournament, we pay the fee, we're given a ticket, then we pull a ticket from the floor and they tell us what seat we're gonna be seated. So we have no clue who's going to be seated on our left or on our right in front of us. No control whatsoever. So it might turn out you have a really friendly table, you're going to have a long chat, and you might turn out to be the biggest friends. Other thing happens, everyone's really serious. Usually when the day 2 starts, everyone's so serious, really quiet. So it can get really boring, because online poker, I'm gonna bounce back and forth. Online poker, like I said, I'm playing 8 tables, sometimes more. So there's a lot of actions, a lot of decisions to be made. But a live poker, I'm only playing 1 table at a time. I know Espen often decides to play those Unibet NL 100 cash games because those are super soft, and he just cannot stop playing those. And he actually said he's gonna try to challenge himself, make $10,000 to $100,000, so he's got probably even yours, 10K to 100K. So check it out on twitch.tv Ulen Poker. He's really into it when he grinds, and he's really open, bouncing back his ideas, what he's thinking. So he's really good at streaming. So really happy about that. But yeah, I don't usually multi-tail. So when I play live poker, I'm just here. I'm only playing this game, and that's it. So if it's a boring table, if there's no banter going on, it's really easy to get bored. And then if we're bored, we might be more tempted to like, oh, this Jack 7 suited from middle position looks a bit better than usually, so I might be tempted to play some hands that I shouldn't be playing because I know my pre-flop ranges, I've done my homework. But when we get bored, you know, temptations. Other thing as well, people who might be sitting next to you, someone might be not in a good mood, they might argue about some silly stuff, and that never happens when you play online poker, so it's not fun like that. But having Bose headphones, something soundproof, kinda helps me a lot. Like I can block out the noise, put my headphones on, and then just like, that's what I did yesterday playing the main event. I was like, most of the time I had my headphones on, I was chilling. If I wanted to join a chatter, I lifted up one side to listen what the players were talking and jumped in. But yeah, other thing as well is food. Like I said, at home I can prep my meals, I got everything ready. But playing live poker, you know, I have my backpack, I bring some nuts and stuff like there, but I'm not gonna have a warm meal. I'm on a vegetarian diet as well, and in most casinos somewhat tough. You know, there are some options, but it's usually salad, but not really healthy, where you can get all your protein, carbs. It's not like a balanced diet you can get, so that is kind of tricky as well. So not having control over the food, it's not the best way to do it, but luckily I don't play live poker every single day, and it's like it's like a monthly thing, so it's all right. But it's definitely a big difference between online and live. Obviously, getting bored and tired, we get distracted and play more hands. But there's other distractions as well, like people walking around. If you play live poker a lot, you're gonna make a lot of friends. So you're gonna have friends or masseuse girls like coming behind you and trying to socialize as well. And that's also gonna be distracting. Sometimes you have a TV screen behind you, and for me, for some reason, I usually don't watch TV. But if there's something going on the TV, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna start staring at it. So there's a lot of distractions, and we don't have control over our surroundings, and that's like a massive difference between live poker and online poker. So yeah, that's kind of it. Let's continue this story somewhere else. I'm gonna grab some tea and we'll take it from there. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm here with the legendary Estonian grinder, Mr. Markovitsus. Well, Marko, tell us how many tournaments you played last month?
Think maybe almost 2,000. Like
Almost 2,000 tournaments.
1.8 or something.
All right.
Yeah.
And let's say you're playing live events as you are right now. How many live events in a year do you play?
It's totally different. Like
What
but
you reckon?
I think like it's like 70, 80 tournaments or something.
70
60,
to 80
70, like
tournaments.
below 100.
Compared to the 2,000 tournaments you played just last month.
Yeah, it's like 1 day online.
It's like 1 day online.
Actually,
so
it's true.
how the hell does the variance come in all of this? Like online, 1 bad day, 2 bad days, 3 bad days. It's like nothing.
Yeah. On the live games you can like play like 100 games and you can run bad. Like
100 games. That's like 2 years.
Yeah, you can play like 5 years and you are like not grinding out the variance. You can lose like 5 years. I know some guys who have lost like really good race. Lost like the variances like.
But I mean, every coin has like 2 sides, right? So some guys can just win 5, 10, 15 years straight, right?
Yeah, of
Playing
course.
only like
playing on the rush. We have seen those guys like Feather Halls or something.
Feather Halls. Shout out to Feather Halls.
He's a good guy, but I think he's
sure.
like running really fucking hard.
Good guys run good. Good guys can win.
Always.
All right. How much does the tournament buy-in actually cost?
Way fucking more.
Way fucking more than the $5 that you paid to the site, right?
Yeah, it's like you have all the expensive. You have like you have to go to the hookers, strip clubs, whether or night
Can't
clubs.
forget the blow.
Can't forget the blow.
How much is the actual cost then? Tiled out.
We got rid of Tõnis because Tõnis felt a bit tired. Anyhow, playing live tournaments has its own cost, and online tournaments don't have actually that many costs. Because if you end up playing an online tournament, only thing you pay is whatever is the buy-in. But what happens if you actually go to a live event?
Yeah, it's many different things happens. Like you have to pay hotel, like airplanes, food, everything. You don't have this expensive if you're playing online. But there is a good thing also. It's you can satellite in online, and then you get the main event ticket there. Then you don't have to pay.
So they pay for your travel. They usually have your travel money.
Travel money, hotel. Then it's like better to go play live events.
Have you ever played online satellites to live events, and have you?
Yeah, I won some packages. Yeah.
For me, it's the same case. Like how I actually became a Unibet ambassador. Bang, bang, bang. My slab is I satellited into one of their events.
Yeah.
I was commentator for one smaller Estonian event for them, and then I was like, I just want to play that live event, and 1K buy-in was like way too much for me, but I was like, I'm gonna satellite my way in, and started from 10 euros, 25 euros, did the steps to 250, and I got it there. Was hotel paid, all the travel costs, and was all around good experience.
Yeah, I have that same experience.
So yeah, it's pretty much both worlds, you know. At home you can grind a lot, alive I take it more as a socializing event.
Yeah.
I realize that there are extra costs involved, but I want to get out of the room. I want to have some fun and also play for some good, nice money, you know?
And the hookers.
All right. I hope I'm not screaming. I have my Bose headphones on. Just going on the dinner break. We have a massive stack, like twice the average. 270k, 140k the average. As you saw, the chip stack was so huge. We had to buy all the 100 chips, so I could make the photo with all the chips, even though it's all going for the chip race. But still, nonetheless, it's really cool to take that photo. And punching in chip race. Dara O'Carney and David Lappin are doing the chip race for years now, and man, just read Dara's blog, Lappin's blog. They're so on point. So if you haven't still seen it, heard it, then check out their podcast. They're doing it so often. It's a weekly thing, so I'm gonna put it down in the links, down in the below in the links, and you can see it over there. But yeah, I'm gonna go chill with the boys. Espen was actually seated again next to me, just only for last 6-7 hands. But nonetheless, really cool. Boys are already at home. I'm gonna join them for 40 minutes and then we continue the race because it's gonna be a long night, a long way to go. So way too early to celebrate. But yeah, over and out. Alright guys, I hope you really did enjoy this episode. Sadly, none of us really made it too far. I didn't min cash. Espen min cashed. I busted 15 before the money. And as you can see, I'm not really focused because I have like 9 tables of tournament poker going on behind me. It's Sunday. Rauno there is grinding the same. Espen behind me, all the same. And we're busy as Rauno has sold all his equipment. He doesn't have a monitor anymore. He doesn't have a chair anymore. He's so ready to move to Canada. So yeah, sadly we still don't have the numbers. Sorry for that. I hope you guys got some more information about the differences between online poker and tournament poker. I kinda enjoyed them both. I really like the fun aspect, socializing at the live events, but online poker is where I make my money. So this is it. Thanks for being with us, and see you next week. Catch us. Woo.